Hey everyone, I want to tell you a story. Not about success, not about talent, but about something far more powerful. Focus. And by the end of this, you'll understand why focus can change everything. There's a small farming town somewhere in the Midwest. Endless fields, quiet mornings, the kind of place where everyone knows your name and your business. In that town lived a kid named Ethan. Ethan was different, smart, disciplined, the kind of guy teachers pointed at and said, he's going places. But his life, it wasn't easy. Ethan lived with his mom. No shortcuts, no safety net. Every morning before the sun even thought about rising, he was already up. Boots on, hands in the dirt, fixing fences, watering crops, doing whatever it took to keep things running. By the time most kids were just waking up, Ethan had already worked half a day. Then he'd head home, clean up, and open his books. Tired, drained, but determined. He didn't have much time to study, but he cared more than anyone. People in town believed in him. That kid's gonna ace his finals. He's the smartest one we've got. And Ethan believed it too. Then came exam season. Days in the fields, nights under a dim desk lamp. No breaks, no excuses. He gave everything he had. And then, the results came in. Ethan failed. One subject, that's all it took. It felt like the ground disappeared under him. But the real pain, it didn't come from the failure. It came from the people. On his way to the fields the next day, whispers, laughter. Look at him now. Thought he was special. Guess he's not so smart after all. Every word hit like a punch. Ethan said nothing, but inside he was falling apart. That evening, exhausted and frustrated, he went to see his old mentor, Mr. Harris. A quiet man, calm voice, the kind of person who didn't speak much, but when he did, it mattered. Ethan looked at him and said, "Why do I even try? Everywhere I go, people just tear me down. I can't ignore it anymore." Mr. Harris didn't argue. He didn't give a speech. He just nodded and said, "Come see me tomorrow morning. I've got something for you." Next day, sunrise, cool air, stillness. Mr. Harris handed Ethan a large metal bucket filled to the very top with milk. "Walk through town," he said. "Take the same route you always do." Ethan nodded. Then Mr. Harris added one more thing. "Don't spill a single drop." Ethan stepped onto the street, both hands gripping the bucket. The milk trembled with every step. One mistake and it would spill. As he walked, the same people were there, same whispers, same laughter. But something strange happened. Ethan didn't hear them. Not really. His eyes were locked on the surface of the milk. His breathing slowed. His steps became careful, precise. The world around him, it faded. Voices turned into noise. Faces turned into a blur. There was only one thing that mattered. The bucket. Step by step, he reached the fields. Not a single drop spilled. Later, he went back to Mr. Harris. "I didn't hear them," Ethan said. "I was too focused." Mr. Harris smiled. "That's the point. When your focus is that strong, the world goes quiet." Something shifted in Ethan that day. Not outside, inside. He realized the truth. It wasn't the people that were controlling him. It was his attention. He had been giving their voices more power than his own goals. From that day on, he worked the same, studied the same, but his mind, different. Focused, steady, unshaken. The noise didn't stop, but it didn't matter anymore. Months passed. Ethan took the exam again. This time, he didn't just pass, he dominated it. But the real victory wasn't the result. It was who he became. One morning, standing in the golden light of sunrise, Ethan smiled, because he finally understood. When you focus on what truly matters, everything else fades into the background, like a camera blurring out the noise. So if people doubt you, If their words hit harder than they should, remember this. Hold your goal like that bucket of milk. Steady, careful, focused, and don't let a single drop fall. Because when your focus is real, the world goes quiet.